Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Amen. Let us tap right in and see what storyline Spirit would like to share with you this afternoon. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Storyline would you like to share with the collective this afternoon, please, Spirit? In the central energy. In the central energy, we've got the Eight of Wands. There's swift movement. There's going to be a rapid event. Something's happening very quickly. In the challenge position, we've got the Three of Swords. Heartbreak, trauma, grief. In the subconscious, justice reversed, dishonesty, unaccountability, legal flaws, unfairness. In the recent past, Nine of Pentacles, success, come into your home, might have gotten a property, might have gained ground. Intentions and expectations. Knight of Pentacles, protection and patient. Somebody's coming in. The near future, death. The end of a cycle. Letting go. The lens it's being looked through. Eight of Swords, it fell and then it leaned up against me in the reverse. So we got the Eight of Swords reverse. There's a release, freedom, and empowerment. In the environment, Seven of Swords, deceit, thieving, scammer, hopes and fears. Well, it's kind of in the reverse. Ace of Cups reversed. Somebody's not getting the love, emptiness, loneliness. And the outcome, Ten of Pentacles, inheritance, wealth, fortune, and family tradition. That goes here with your Nine of Pentacles. Recent past, future. So in the recent past, you might have gotten your home, you might have cleared your foundation. It's being protected. And then we've got this devil is feeling trapped because of your strength and because of the truth. And you're coming into your Ten of Cups. Again, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. And you're in your Queen of Wands energy. So this is good. Good for you. Codependency is feeling trapped because you were just too strong and brave. You knew the truth, and you're coming into your marriage, your happy reunion. You're in your Ten of Pentacles, your wealth, your fortune, your inheritance. So those who have been lying, cheating, scamming, stealing, they're being let go here. But they're in the environment afraid of loneliness because you've been released from this unfairness. Absence in the reverse. I feel like a part of me is missing without you, and it's in the reverse. So very swiftly, there's some direct action being made. You're not going to feel the absence of whatever is being removed here, whatever is ending here. You're not going to miss it at all. They're in a trauma and a heartbreak because it's being let go. You're being released from this unfairness, from this dishonesty. Soul tie. Soul tie. Somebody is in grief. Regarding your soul tie. Regarding a soul tie. Regarding you, your new connections. Because you're being released from this dishonesty, this unfairness. These folks who are these deceitful scammers who are not accountable, who don't hold themselves accountable. There's legal flaws. They may have been getting away with stuff that they shouldn't have been getting away with. Legal flaws. Very quickly, there's not going to be an absence. You've got your soul tie here, new love, reciprocity. Reciprocity. So it's like whatever was, it's time to get the great return, right? And you're coming into your Nine of Pentacles, or you just came into it, or maybe this is happening in the spirit. Maybe it's yet to materialize in the 3D, but you've got your profit there. You've been successful, and this Nine of Pentacles here is very protective over it. Somebody's feeling broken and shattered. Somebody's unsatisfied. They're unsatisfied. They didn't get what they wanted. They weren't happy with the way things were going. They didn't get what they wanted. They're feeling broken and shattered because you're coming into your Nine of Pentacles. You've got a soul tie here, and they're going through heartbreak very swiftly. They're out of there, and you don't care. There's a death here, end of a cycle. A letting go. Yeah. Everybody's getting what they deserve. Everybody's getting what they deserve. Just as Heavenly Father promised, or vowed, I should say, they will get what they deserve. You never gave up hope. There's a change, new beginnings, endings of this cycle and new beginnings. You never gave up. You haven't given up. You still haven't given up. Here you are. And you've got your freedom, your release here. There's no confusion. You're not confused. In the environment, we've got the deceitful scammer. Somebody's trying to cheat. You know, I never know how to pick this up off the floor, you know. When it comes out like this on the floor, I just never know which way it's supposed to go. But we've got a 7 of Swords here, a lying, cheating scammer regarding a reunion. Their fear is that they aren't going to get the love. They're not going to get the love. But there is a reunion here. Somebody's trying to cheat. They're afraid they're not going to get the love. Yeah, third party isn't going to get the love. Because they were lying and cheating and scamming regarding your reunion. Regarding your soul tie. Your new soul tie. And you've got your inheritance here, a 10 of Pentacles, a fortune, family tradition. And it's too late to take any action. It's time. You're irreplaceable. The way you love is irreplaceable. And the guilty are daydreaming about you. They've got secrets in the shadow. They didn't appreciate you and your responsibilities. They didn't appreciate their family. And now they want to escape. They're overwhelmed because they're being held back for using passion in a bad way to do so much damage to love. They want forgiveness. But they're not going to get love. They don't get it. They don't get it because they were lying and cheating and scamming, trying to get your reunion. Your reunion. You're an irreplaceable being coming into reunion here. And these ones were lying and cheating, trying to keep you from it. Hurting you. Hurting others, hurting so many people. So very swiftly, there's going to be some exiting, an exodus. And you won't feel the absence. You won't miss it. It was unfair. There was legal flaws. People were getting away with cheating and scamming legally. Dishonesty in the justice system. They're going to get what they gave. They're going to get what they deserve. Defense. It could be that very swiftly somebody's going to come in. They're no longer absent. Like somebody is no longer absent. Very swiftly, there's going to be direct action, a defense. Somebody who is absent is no longer absent. There's going to be a defense here. Somebody's challenged by trauma because you've got this soul tie. You're always connected. And they're getting what they deserve. They're getting reciprocity for dishonesty, for lying, for unfairness. Leadership. They're challenged by this leadership. Getting what they deserve. service in the reverse. They weren't a being of service. They were lying, cheating, and scheming in the justice system. And they're going to get what they're going to get, equal give and take. So whatever they put out of the world, the unaccountability, the unfairness, the lies, and you're getting your Nine of Pentacles here, and they're feeling broken and shattered about it. And there's no time. They're out of time. They ran out of time. And you're protected. Your Nine of Pentacles here, your land, your house, your home is protected. They can't curse your land or your home, your business. You're protected. These third parties, they weren't satisfied with the way things were going. They thought they were going to take a shortcut, and it was going to cost others a whole lot of pain to do it. And they're not at peace. They have no peace. They're unsatisfied. They have no peace. You're protected. You never gave up hope. And this is the end of a cycle and a new beginning. With the Death card here, a change, a letting go. You're letting all this go. They're challenged because you're in a leadership position with this soul tie, or you're in a soul tie with a leadership, somebody in a leadership position who is no longer absent, and they're here in defense about this this corrupt justice system. They're bringing an end to this. They're a sovereign being. They're a sovereign being. They never gave up hope for a family. They're bringing an end to this cycle with this third party jacking around. You know, they don't get love. They don't get to mess with love anymore. They don't get to do any of that. You've gained your freedom from that. And you're not, there's no confusion. There's no confusion. You're wholesome. And you don't do stuff. You don't mess with people for entertainment. You're wholesome. You're not out here jerking people around for entertainment. You're not playing. You're not playing. You're a sovereign being, and you're hopeful for this family. You're not playing. You want this wholesome person reunited. And there were people here who were scamming on your reunion, these third parties. Ancestry, martyr. Ancestors. Lying, cheating, scamming, trying to stop your reunion. Family, ancestors, lying, cheating ancestors, messing around with your reunion. And it could be that they martyred you, and it could be that they're going to get martyred. They don't get any love. They don't get any love. They're a third party destroyer of families. Destroyer of love. There's no love in them. We've got perfection here. You're going to handle this perfectly. You're coming into your Ten of Pentacles, your inheritance, and it's too late for anybody to take any action. It is what it is. There's defense here. This tribe can no longer, this tribe is being flipped. They can no longer drive people. They can no longer drive the mental bodies of people. They can no longer mess with people's heads. Or your head. There may be an appearance soon. Somebody important may be making, or they're here now. So they're here now. They're going to be making an appearance. They're no longer absent. They're here in defense. A sovereign being who never gave up hope on this reunion, that this ancestry is being martyred for lying, cheating, and scamming on your reunion with these third parties, trying to destroy love. Yeah, so really swiftly, somebody who was absent is no longer absent, and they're here providing a defense regarding this corrupt judicial system. Regarding fairness, what comes around goes around. Those people who were not in service in the justice system, they're getting what they deserve. They unfairly, wow. They were doing some shady stuff with their false documents, false contracts, false connections regarding land, regarding inheritance. And they did it for entertainment. But this person's not fooling around. They are not here for entertainment. They want this wholesome woman. This leader wants this wholesome woman. They're a sovereign being. They never gave up hope on this reunion. And that ancestors that were messing around with it, they're all getting martyred. The whole ancestry. Restoring balance. This leader is restoring balance here. And somebody's having a trauma. It's over. They were not of service. And now they won't be getting any service. Like they'll receive the same treatment that they gave to others. And it's going to be traumatic and heartbreaking. They got to give you back your 9 of Pentacles, your 10 of Pentacles. Your 10 of Cups. Courage. You're in a soul tie with a leader who is very courageous. They very confident. This justice system is, they were not limitless abundant beings. They were not in service to anybody. Lying, cheating, scam, and stealing in the judicial system regarding property and wealth. They're out of time. They're feeling broken and shattered because you've got the money back. You've got the money. You've got the love. They're in doubt. They're having doubts. You are protected. They're not satisfied with what's going on here. They're having no peace. They're not at peace, and they're not your friend. You're a sovereign being. You haven't given up hope on this reunion, and this is an end of a cycle. There's death here. Oh, for Pete's sakes, man. This is over. So they're knocking out the misogynists, the perverts, the corrupt judicial system, the third parties who've been flipping love and breaking hearts, and especially those who were messing around with this particular sovereign being's reunion, this family. They're getting martyred. This person is like, nope, you don't get to hang around here. You're going to get what you gave, and that's the judgment. Because they were telling lies in the court system, stealing inheritances, unaliving people or falsifying death certificates and then taking stuff. This sovereign being is not messing around with those who are guilty. You're being released from that. There's no confusion here. There's no confusion here. You're a wholesome person. You're not out here jacking people around for entertainment. And this sovereign being isn't doing this for entertainment. He's dealing with the guilty here. The lying, cheating scammers. Especially those who were trying to lie, cheat, and scam on this particular reunion in leadership positions. This ancestry is going to get martyred. They're in fear. Whatever group this was that was playing around with love, Ace of Cups in the reverse. Third parties. Indecision. So, perfection and indecision. So we've got loneliness, emptiness, no love for the third party who saw itself as perfect. Maybe they thought they were doing things perfectly, and now they don't know what to do. Because you're coming into your inheritance here. Your 10 of Pentacles, and it's too late for them to take any action. This tribe is being flipped. They can no longer drive love or partnerships or reunions. They can no longer manipulate that through the justice system, like contracts, marriage contracts, other kinds of contracts. These people were messing with it all. But specifically, this one right here is, there's death, man. This sovereign being is not fooling around. It's like you are guilty. And this is you're a lying, cheating scammer. You've been messing with my position of leadership. This is a sovereign being. They're no longer absent. They're here. They didn't want this person to materialize, to take their position, because they knew this was going to happen. So they thought if they were extra cruel, extra brutal, that this wouldn't ever happen. They can't change it. They're being martyred. They're being flipped. They can no longer drive relationships. They can no longer drive the justice system. They're going to get what they deserve. Success. And you're successful at it, sovereign being. You're successful at it. They have to surrender their need to control. Because we're moving into honesty and happiness and proper self-esteem, gifts of the soul that benefit self and others. With love. With love. And that's what we're moving into. We're moving away from corrupt everything, and we're moving into love with people who know that there's no greater goal than to love. Very quickly. Yeah, they're not absent anymore, and they're here like boom. That's a big boom. In the near future, sovereign being hasn't given up on this reunion. Death times 2. This is a powerful ending for lying, cheating, scamming, and bad justice. Balance is being restored. They're in trauma. Escape. They want to escape because this sovereign being is here. They're no longer absent. They're bringing balance. Somebody wants to escape this heartbreak. They want to escape this heartbreak that's being brought on by this soul tie with this leader, this courageous leader. Empty. They could not empty the vessel. They could not take the vessel. They could not empty your vessel of you and assume the role. You're here in a soul tie with this leader. You're very courageous. The justice system, the crooked justice system that's been lying about these contracts and this money and all of this, these inheritances, they're getting what they deserve. They were not of service to anybody. They're losing all their abundance. They're not a limitless abundant being. Struggle in the reverse. The struggle is going to be over for you. The struggle is ending. The struggle is ending for you. You got your Nine of Pentacles here, your inheritance. Oops, your success. Reaching, they can't reach out for you. They're out of time. They're feeling broken and shattered. They're full of doubt. They can't reach you. You're protected. They're unsatisfied. They're not at peace. They're not your friends. Maybe they don't have any friends. Maybe they're being separated from friends. They want to escape. It could be that they're in solitary confinement. They don't have any support. They're alone here with the Ace of Cups reversed. They didn't value family. They didn't value friendship. Adrift. They were not willing to settle down or to be responsible. And now it's time to deal with that. This sovereign being is here with hope. The end of a cycle. Death and a beginning. Death times 2. A release, big time, of those who were tempted. A release. There's no confusion here. Wholesome people who weren't jacking people around for entertainment or this wholesome person. He's not playing around. He's not playing around. He's looking at the wholesome people and he's dealing with those who are guilty. Those who were messing with them for entertainment. The guilty can't play with them for entertainment anymore. There's no confusion regarding the wholesome people and the guilty people. There's no confusion. And you're being released from this. You're being released from it. Games. You're being released from these games. Playing at love, but not serious about keeping it. Those who were guilty of playing games with love. So there's no confusion here about who is wholesome and who is guilty of playing games with love. They were deceitful, cheat and scammers regarding the reunion of, I believe, earth angels, the suns and the stars coming together in union at this time. These ones were trying to keep everybody apart. They were messing with the reunion of those who were coming together for family. They really thought that they were going to be able to be third-party little hoe bags for eternity while spending your wealth, your abundance that you earned, while keeping you trapped in these darker realms. They're in fear because this whole ancestry, whoever this is that was creating this bad stuff, they're in fear. They're being martyred. Facing it came out in reverse. They don't want to face it. They're in fear. They don't want to face it. Ancestry, martyr. They could be getting martyred. This ancestry who was martyring others, who martyred you, they're in fear. They don't want to face it. Ace of Cups reversed. They're lonely. They could be alone. They don't have any love in them. They're a bunch of third parties. And they thought they were perfect, but now they don't know what to do. They're in indecision. Oh, what the heck? Stick that back in there. Secrets. They're not telling the whole story. They don't want to tell the truth. You're coming into your inheritance here. It's too late for anybody to take any action. This tribe cannot drive this anymore, and they can't change it. The tribe is being flipped. It could be that they're martyred here in the near future, or in the environment. They might be getting martyred. This could be public. It could be public. Dark side. The tribe is being flipped. They cannot drive you anymore. They're going into the dark side. They can't change it. This is where they've been playing. Your dark side keeps you from enjoying the love you have. They let it steal their joy and the joy of so many others. So they're going to go there. They're going to go to the dark side, which is into the rabbit hole that they wanted you in. They're in pieces about it. And you're being fierce. They tangled themselves up in a sticky situation and they're feeling crushed. They got burned by their own childish behaviors. Tangled themselves right up. They're hurting emotionally right now. They fell into the rabbit hole that they meant for you. They want to escape. Reciprocity. They're getting what they deserve. They're getting what they gave. Legend. A legend is here. A legend is here restoring balance. They're no longer absent. They're here in defense. They're bringing balance. These ones want to escape. They're in a heartbreak. They're in a trauma. They could not empty the vessel. And now the legend is in a soul tie in the leadership role. They were warned about this. They were warned about this. This leader is very courageous, dealing with with this corrupt justice system. We got influencer here. Struggle is in the reversed. Influencer. Yeah, a crooked justice system. They weren't of service to anybody. They were not a limitless abundant being. They're losing their abundance. The struggle is going away for the influencer. You could be an influencer. The legend could be an influencer. You've got your Nine of Pentacles here, a success. Success. You did not get sucked into the shadows. They can't reach you. They can't keep you. They're out of time. They're feeling broken and shattered. They're in doubt. You're protected. They're unsatisfied. They're not at peace. They lost their friends. They're not your friend. They're adrift. They've never settled down. They refuse to settle down. They couldn't do that to you. They couldn't empty your vessel and stick you in the shadow. You refused to give up. You're like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm waiting for this soul tie, and you did. You withstood tremendous amount of trauma and heartbreak. They were warned about it. Sovereign being is here, never gave up hope. And those who were tempted, they're triggered. It's over for them. You're released. You're free. There's no confusion over who the wholesome person is that wasn't jacking people around for entertainment, and who the guilty ones are that were playing with love. Lying, cheating, stealing, scamming. Whole ancestry, a whole family are being martyred. They don't want to face it. They're in fear. Sim. They did the most for somebody who cared the least. They've lost their privilege. They've lost their privilege. They did the most for somebody who cared the least. Third party. And now they've lost their privilege. They were trying to scam and cheat you out of your reunion. This whole ancestry is being martyred. They don't want to face it. They're in fear. No struggle. This influencer is not struggling at all with this. This leader, this sovereign leader, this legend, legendary influencer. Self-care. They were trying to cheat you out of your reunion. This ancestry is being martyred. They don't want to face it. They're in fear because of your self-care. They're afraid. See, your self-care pulled you through this. Your self-care makes it obvious that you are a wholesome person. You're not out here jacking around. You're not a third party, whatchamacallit. You're an empath. They weren't telling the truth about you. They thought they had handled it perfectly. Now they don't know what to do because they've got secrets. They weren't telling the truth about this empath. And you're coming in to your Ten of Pentacles. It's too late to make any changes here. They're out of time. They can't drive love anymore. This tribe is being flipped. They can't change it. They're going to the dark side. That's where they spent all their time. So that's where they're going. They're being, there's death. There's transition. however you want to think about that. There's transition happening here. They could not trap you in the shadows. And they can't reach you anymore. They can't keep you. They can't keep messing with you. So they have to give the land back. You've got your 9 of Pentacles here with the land. You've got your 10 of Pentacles here, your inheritance. It's time. They can't do anything about it. This is, you're not being a bitch. You're just saying enough is enough, and we're not going to let you F people over anymore. They have to give the land back, and they're going to the dark side, which is to be a snack. They wanted you to be a snack. Now they're going to be a snack. They came after an oracle starseed. You already knew you were a starseed. Or maybe they knew you were a starseed and they thought that they were going to trap you, this narcissist. They thought they were going to keep you from reuniting with your fellow starseed, your soul tribe. There's going to be an announcement that these ones are just wild and crazy. They're feral. There's going to be an announcement. They were doing this to gain billionaire status. They wanted to do the very least and gain the most. And they made conspiracy theories. They told a lot of lies about magical beings, starseeds, because they were jealous. They tried to trap you on the dark side and have you be used as a snack, and that's what they're going to get. It's reciprocity. That's what they wanted for you, and that's what they're going to get. It's happening. The legend is back. No longer absent. There should be an announcement. They want to escape. They're furious about this. The legend is back. No longer absent. And there's a defense here. Balance is being restored. They're furious about the soul tie that you have with this legend. Leadership. The courage. They weren't able to empty your vessel. And they're in trauma. They were warned about this. They could not unalive you. They could not make you give up. They could not unalive you and stick you in the shadow. They just couldn't do it. You would not do it. You said, not today. They fell into a trap. They could not empty your vessel, and now you're here. In a soul tie. Courageous leader. Power couple. Marriage. The legend is here. The legend bringing balance. Getting the land back. There is a reunion. You could take this as a macro or a micro, however it fits in your story. But this legend is dealing with the corrupt legal system. They're going to get what they gave. They weren't here in service to anybody. They're not a limitless abundant being. They're losing their abundance. And there's no struggle here for this legendary influencer handling this. They're not struggling with this at all. And nobody's able to protest it. They can't protest it. They're getting what they gave. They're going to get what they gave. You're here with your Nine of Pentacles. You've got your stuff. You've got your home. You're very successful. And there's a bird's eye view. So nobody's going to be sneaking up on you. They can't reach you. They couldn't trap you in the shadows. The shadows can't reach you. They're out of time. They're feeling broken and shattered. They're full of doubt. Because you're protected. You wouldn't go away. You're calm and you love yourself. And you've got your stuff here. They couldn't empty your vessel. They couldn't get you to F off. They couldn't get you to unalive somehow. And they're in a nightmare. They're in a nightmare. They're not at peace. They're not your friend. They're unsatisfied. And they're adrift. They were unwilling to settle down. They were unwilling to be responsible. They fell into a trap. Because of your courage. Their coach messed with their mind. A path of incoherence. Led them down a path of incoherence. An imagination. Sovereign being never gave up hope. And there's a death to those who were not a blessing. They're triggered. They're seen. They're not a blessing. They were playing games. They're guilty of playing games with love. They're not a blessing. They're not wholesome. And they were tempted. And we got death times 2 here. It's over. It's over. Yep. The legend is going to be here. If not already, then soon. It's going to be announced. There's going to be a podcast. There's going to be an announcement. Hesitation, confusion. So they're confused here. Simp. They did the most for somebody who cared the least. They're losing their privilege. There's no confusion over who the wholesome people are. And who are guilty for playing games with love. Who are the simp. They're losing their privilege. They're worried. They're confused. Because the thieving scammers who were lying on you about your reunion, trying to keep you from getting together, the ancestry, the whole ancestry is being martyred. They don't want to face it. They're in fear. Because of your self-care. Because of your desire to care for yourself. You care for yourself. You're like, I'm not going to let you walk on me. And they're being separated from you. It could be that while you and this soul tie, you may not be like with each other right now in the physical, but in the spirit, you're like here doing the same thing. See what they're doing there? They're there, their backs are together, but they're very well connected. I mean, they're lying in the same bed. They're doing the same thing, but and they're caring for self. They may not be actually together yet, even though they're mirroring each other. The third parties aren't going to get the Ace of Cups. It's in the reverse, so they don't get love. They thought they were doing things perfectly, and now they don't know what to do because they were telling lies on the empath. And they're not okay. They're not stable. They were telling lies about the empath. They were trying to say that you were not stable. They were lying, trying to say you were not stable. But you cared for yourself. Even while you were separated from others, you took care of yourself. They lied. So you're coming into your inheritance. It's too late for them to take any action. They have to give your land back. There is no more messing around. You could be being a bitch. You're just putting your foot down. You're saying, this is it. This is it. And they cannot drive you anymore. The tribe is being flipped. They can't change it. They're going to the dark side, where they like to play, where they've been playing all this time, where they meant you to be, where they wanted to stick you. With the death, they couldn't empty your vessel and take your position. You've got your vitality here. You're alive. And this is the conclusion. You gain. You're getting your land back. And that's justice. There's justice being served for the lack of justice that has been happening. And they're stressed out about it. But they need to go live and learn how to make merit, how to be a good human. They want to compromise. They're in danger. They want to apologize to eternal love. They tried to destroy eternal love. Families, for eternity. They wanted to destroy eternal love. Now they want to apologize because they lost. And you're coming into your promise. They lost the promise. They could not steal your vessel and steal your promise. They lost the promise. And now they're bound to their commitments and suffering natural disasters. You are vital. You got a new family tree. You triumph. You're victorious. There's evidence and proof of everything that these people did, trying to steal your gift of family out of pride. You're getting your reward. And you're ready. Making preparations with your alliances. And it's fate. These ones are experiencing some supernatural disturbances that on the dark side. It's fate. That's what they wanted for you. They wanted to swap places, but they couldn't do it. They're being cast away. And it's time. It's a scheduled time. They tried to rob a sweetheart and it's been stopped. And you are king and queen of the mountain. I hope this clarifies something that you already intuitively know. Please be aware that these ones don't want to face it. They're in fear. They're challenged by your self-care. It could be that they want to separate you still. But it looks like in the environment here that the whole ancestry that came up against you, this legend is martyring them all. Double death. And they're not struggling with it. So, I hope this clarifies something you already intuitively knew, and I will see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.